Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token channel. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Now we're going to cover hex.com, but we're also going to cover PulseChain.com today as well. So in this video, so I hope you enjoy this. Let's get straight into it. This is how we go. All right, hex.com, let's go. All right, so here we are, day 704, and we're on the 5th of November. There's a 24-hour timestamp price, and just under 21 cents. Pretty good, up 1.9. We'll take that, of course. Cool. Still kind of in this range if you think about it, although yesterday we did have a more volatile day and hit the support line, but pretty much is looking okay at this stage. Return on investment is multiplied from the all-time low, which is the 5th of January 2020, is 3,714x. That excludes staking, of course. Let's have a look at the payout per T-share. This is what we love, of course, as stakers. We make it 5.762, about average. T-share price, 4,035. Once again, pretty good T-share prices at the moment, picking up more stakes, obviously. And the other thing, of course, is staking out longer, folks. If you stake past out the mean stake length period, then you will have T-shares while other people's T-shares disappear. And I'm going to show you that later on. That will make you go up the rankings as well. Pretty cool. T-share is 19,245. That's up 13.1. Are we getting this parabolic rise in the T-share rate now? Look at my video yesterday. I showed you those charts. So cool. Anyway, average stake length 5.78. This is what I'm talking about. If you're staking after this average stake length period, you will have a T-shares at a much cheaper price. Of course, this is only going up and to the right here. This is our famous T-share rate. And of course, if you are staking longer than the average there, you will be becoming a T-share whale in the future, because it's going to take a lot more hex to get T-shares. And obviously, you can get them much cheaper, around 4,000 at the moment. Plus, stake longer pays better bonus, and your effective hex means that you're going to get even more T-shares. Woohoo! So don't forget that staking, that is the magic inside hex. Annual percentage yield rate, interest plus early in-stake penalties, 36.9%. Pretty cool. That's always suggests that around the 30. We know that inflation is 3.69, right? So 36.9% suggests that we've got around about 10% staked. That's the way it works. If we had 100% staked, this would actually be 3.69, pretty much, excluding penalties, of course. Pretty cool. That's just for the interest. Liquidity, 139,267,000, down slightly from yesterday. 140 million in there. Once again, if we get something like the scale, a hex scale type of investment vehicle up and running, and maybe even the Harvard boys. I'm not sure who exactly they are, but if we get a couple of those investment vehicles with big private funds and then eventually public funds scaling into there, including IRAs and stuff, we could see this disappear in no time at all. So interesting. Plus all the stuff that people stakers sell in there as well. That could be interesting too. So pretty cool. And liquidity pool, USDC at 27.5 million US dollars, up from yesterday, of course, and pooled ETH is down actually slightly, 774. A bit more things going on with this one, maybe liquidity providers as well. Total locked value locked 13.17 billion, up from yesterday, and increased on the price. So that's always good to do up figures, isn't it? And market cap 120 billion, and that's up from 117, 118 yesterday. T-share market cap 44.4 billion. Of course, that's valuing all the T-shares that we have. We've got 11,014,000. Man, that's quite down further low, isn't it? Yeah, 130, 140 back up here. And yeah, this is the lowest we've had in the last 10 days. Interesting stuff. So down 9,411. Obviously, that's what, say if you've still got T-shares, you're earning a really good yield, right? Pretty awesome APY. All right, so let's jump to total supply, 635.7 billion, and minted hex is 14.5 million. Now you got to remember that we see these minted hex, right? But we've got to remember that this is stuff that people mint. So people mint your own hex. When your stake matures, you mint your own hex. If you're going to early in the stake, you're minting your own hex inflation. So just take that into account. Circulating supply 572.9 billion, and of course most of that is in the origin hands. And I will do Gunther the accountant's reconciliation of that and illuminate some of the insights from that, which was probably the best work in the hex community around the origin wallet. Change in circulating supply, 29,340,000 is the change in circulating supplies, up again. And of course, state supply is 62.8 billion, and estimated something like 13 to 18% is in the Origin wallet with that too. Change in stakers are down almost 15 million. It's pretty another big day. We've got quite a few staker changes there, so it means that basically if you're a staker, you're doing better because there's less stakes around. Stake supply GA, we're going to jump past those two numbers and go to stake percentage of coins, 9.88. Once again, as I said, it's close to 10%. Your 3.69% inflation is around about 36.9, which is exactly what we've got today. So give or take, it's pretty much around that. Payout is 63.5 million. That goes to stakes, of course, not out into the circling supply. Penalties are 366,000, pretty low today after yesterday's really good day, 3.3 million. We love the penalties on top of our interest. Woohoo! I love it. Total holders 378,680, up 320. Nice, another good day. Definitely 300 seems to be popular, and current stakers 69,852. So that's looking good too, and almost up to a solid 70,000 there. I think Staker app might show 70,000, but I think this is the number that we're taking at the moment. Current change in current stakers 54,000, and that's up from yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty low day, actually, to be honest, 24. And then total change in total stakers 88. So there we are. Let's have a look a little bit back further. If we can look back 20 days, you can see 20 days we were doing much better results there. 30 days, yeah, 30 days much better. 40 days, 40 days much better. You can see that we have tapered off a bit, and that's 50 days ago. Tapered off again. It's just 60 days. So yeah, see how we're up here staking at 800, 800. So obviously the price has played an influence in that. But once again, you get people taking advantage of the low price. You get people fearful of the low price. So it's bizarre. But particularly, we're already in the buying range, right? Because we already had like 65% correction, or give or take. So unless people think it's going to go down to the 10 to 12 cents, which would be more like an 85%, then that's the only thing. So interesting stuff there. Let's jump away to total current holders. 186 is up, so that's nice. So the holders is going good. Let's jump over to the market. This is the current market now, not this snapshot of 24 hours. And we've got 2.91 trillion, up almost 1%. Total global market cap. Bitcoin at 61,228, and Ethereum at 4,480. We've got Hex, obviously, in real time, just under 21 cents still. And of course, the snapshot was only taken about 10 minutes ago, so didn't expect too much change. Up 2.34%, 24 hours. Market cap just under $120 billion, and volume just under $24 million in that 24-hour. Binance Coin 608 has had a nice run there at 9.23, so pretty cool. Now remember, the Hex fork for PulseChain is the Ethereum fork for PulseChain is going to be better than Binance Coin, as we saw in the developer yesterday said that they had copied over all the features and benefits compared to Binance Coin, which did not do that over the 18-month period. So it's going to make the Hex PulseChain a lot better with all those enhancements from Ethereum's enhancement over the last 18 months. So nice, good one, team. Hex looking at cool. We're looking at about 88% on the USD liquidity pool on Uniswap, and of course a T-share rate still sitting over 4,000 here, similar price to the snapshot. And we can see we're just cooling off a bit here in the T-shares, which means good time to pick up T-shares. We're in that buying range, and obviously if it does, you DCA. If it does go lower, you can DCA and get the even better. Price has obviously cooled off here at a pretty major correction, but we have seen these corrections before, and we went through that yesterday. If you haven't checked out the price prediction chart that I did update for yesterday, check that out. It was pretty cool, and had some good feedback on that, so check that out. Adoption going up and to the right, just slowed down just a little bit while the price is low, but once again, when prices get low, then it's a good time to buy, right? That's pretty much it. So there we are, folks, and there's the share rate just up and to the right. Now, is this going parabolic? Is it beginning of that long-term parabolic rise? Looks like it. The shape is definitely changing here. Look at that, start to go up, to angle up compared to these step changes, which sort of went down, step change down, and now it's starting to roll up there. This is some interesting stuff, and we saw that in the daily snapshot there. So pretty cool on the payouts, going nice and consistent. Let's look at this little parabolic move here and go back to daily stats, and we'll scroll back here, and this is what I'm talking about. So these increases here, look at that. That's really nice. So that's just starting to emerge. So if we look back 20 days ago, we're starting to see that too. We go back 30 days ago, and not so much, just one or two, and so forth. So it's just starting to climb up there. looking good on that. So let's jump ahead there. So very cool. Let's have a look at that. And we're going to jump over to our 4-month view of the stakes coming up. Man, so we got rid of those last 2 big candles, and we've got smaller candles coming up. Woohoo! This gives a chance for less sell pressure. Now, what happened to these other candles? Did they stake for 1 month? Did they stake for 3 months? Did they stake long term to get T-shares, to really boost their T-shares? That's probably a mixed bag. In any case, we've got a lot less of stakes coming out. None of these big candles. We've got these 3 big candles left and these 3 smaller ones here. So this one here is 360 million and 380 million. So they're still significant, but much smaller than what they were. And this one's 449. So I guess you could add this one into the play there. But definitely the rest of November is looking much better. And then we've still got the 2nd of December and the middle of December and the 1st of January. So and then it's looking pretty different. Now, what's going to happen to all these stakes that we're having? Once again, we'll have to just keep looking at the profile of the chart and see what's exactly the stakes doing. We do have HexOGs doing monthly and quarterly stakes. We do have HexOGs that has come out of 2-year stakes, that around about. So we have shown that in the big whale bot recently. So we've got these stuff. So it's going to be interesting, folks, to watch this chart. Very cool indeed. And I'll probably take a look at the 15-year chart tomorrow. So do check out for that, and we'll have a look at the longer-term perspective since I've been focusing on the short term, just given the price where the price is and resistance. So less sell resistance through November looks much better to me. All right. Obviously, there's been an increase in circulating supply, so we just got to take that into account too with the stakes coming out. All right. Let's have a look at the whale bot. This gives us a bit of insight into that too. We've got 22 hours ago, $40 million stake for 26 days. So this is one of these short-term ones, exactly what we're talking about, coming out of those big candles, and that stake for 11.6 million. So I'm assuming this is coming out of the stake candle, so that I'd have to go and check the transaction ID for that. All right, so 1 million hex there, just bought on Uniswap, nice 18 hours ago. Good on you. Good on Go for Gold. And then a 1.3 million here is just bought as well, 280,000. Nice. So it's 2 good buys, nice sales so far. 1.5 million hex bought as well 3 hours ago. So 3 good buys, no big sells that we can see there as well. Nice. No wonder we're holding that price nice and strong. All right, so we've finished the hex update. Now this is kind of thought we'd look at the PulseChain update. We haven't done this before in full thing. So here, obviously on the website here, very cool, and no real updates there other than the benefits. Obviously, don't forget also in the supply is going to be 1% for the automatic market maker when Pulse launches. So that's going to help with the liquidity pools. It's going to be pretty cool to see that play. And of course, incentive tokens as well. Do check out my PulseChain ecosystem opportunities video. That's pretty cool around that. Look, had a lot of good feedback on that too. Let's jump over to the PulseChain TestNet, of course. Don't forget that. You can play around with this actually. I'll leave the links in the video description. The PulseChain TestNet on GitLab. And of course, all you have to do is add these details into your MetaMask wallet thereabouts. Shows you all the details. Once you got that up, of course, you should have got a copy over from your Ethereum chain of tokens, and it should give you a T-Pulse token, which is what you need. You can see currency symbol T-Pulse to trade around there. And of course, you can get some from the faucet here as well, and get some T-Pulse sent to your account if you haven't got any, and you can play around. And so let's go to the actual Explorer at the moment. And of course, this Explorer that I'm looking at is this one here. So Block Explorer URL, just paste that into a browser like this here, and you'll see the transactions. At the moment, it's about a 4.5 second block time, but we saw from the developer that it's actually going to be close to 3 seconds. So just a lot of stuff happening on there at the moment that's making it 4.5. See all the transactions. Look at that, 1.2 billion transactions. Blocks 14. So pretty cool. I'm not sure whether that's just the fork or since PulseChain's forked off on testnet, probably not that many. I guess it's just all of them. So got to be careful talking about numbers when you don't know the full background there. But we've got all the transactions here going on, 20 hours. Looks like a bit of a frozen down here, so maybe it has frozen. And the PulseChain TestNet 2.0 is about to be set up. But anyway, nevertheless, that's pretty cool. And I hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell, of course, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.